What's going on, guys? Jake Tiesler, latest Mustang and Bronco news. Today's video is all about the 2021 Ford Bronco, but we've got some interesting information about the Jeep because Jeep tweeted out a tweet with the new Wrangler Gladiator is probably going to have a big V8. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and keep you updated with the latest Bronco news. If you don't know, on July 13th, the Bronco is going to be debuted. They're running some big commercials. There's going to be a live stream. There's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of information over here on Bronco 6G. Essentially, we know it's going to get a 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine and 2.7 EcoBoost. It's going to get a 7-speed manual and a 10-speed auto. There's going to be tons of trims available. Check out the other videos that I have if you want to read all about the trims. Just a ton of information on this website if you'd like to check it out, Bronco 6G. I'll also show you some of the cards in the top right-hand corner. Lots of stuff on Instagram under Ford Bronco. Ford actually has a Ford Bronco Instagram just for the Bronco, as it is going to be its own brand eventually. Lots of new photos over on the Instagram. That's basically the latest. This is the most current rendering or CGI that is supposed to be leaked by Ford. Looks about right. You guys flamed me for being not sure if this was the 4-door, 2-door, or the Sport. It is the Sport. And what else do we got going on? Well, so let's go to the Jeep news. Basically, the Jeep is, let's look at the photo. This is on Twitter. This is 392. If you look close, 392. This is obviously CGI. It's very animated looking. Basically, the Wrangler, it could be a Wrangler or Gladiator. It does have a hood scoop. Now, if you don't already know, people are reacting to it on the old Twitters. And if you don't already know, people are putting these Hellcat engines in the Gladiators and the Wranglers. I haven't seen one in the Wrangler yet. I'm sure it's been done, but specifically in the Wrangler, I believe that guy out in Texas does it as well. The only downside to that is there's this place here selling for $147,000, right? So what is Ford going to do? So how much, first of all, what is the 392? 392 is 485 horsepower. It's a 392 Hemi V8, 6.4 liters. It's a big displacement engine. It makes 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. And in the RT Scat Pack, it does 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. So in the big Jeep, it probably will do it roughly 5 seconds, somewhere around there. High 4s, mid 5s. The 2.7 EcoBoost makes 325 and 400 pound-feet of torque. 325 horse, 400 pound-feet of torque. It's a significant difference, right? The torque is not too far off, but the horsepower. So, 0 to 60, you might not get your doors blown off. You'll still get your doors blown off if it hooks up. But up top, all that extra horsepower up high in the rev range, that's when you're going to, but we're talking about off-road vehicles, guys. And yeah, a large displacement V8 will definitely feel good right when you initially touch the throttle. You'll feel that big displacement torque, and then with the EcoBoost you'll feel the turbos come in, and then you'll feel that torque. It won't be as instantaneous. Now if you're hitting the trails, I'm not necessarily sure that you want every little modulation. Okay, so you're going down a trail and you hit a bump and your foot hits the throttle, and then all of a sudden the car jerks because it's so throttle responsive. So I'm assuming on the trail mode they take some of the throttle responsiveness out of the pedal so that you're not, bouncing down the trail on and off the throttle. Now the Wrangler also already comes with an EcoDiesel, so it's a turbo diesel 3 liter, and it makes something like 260, 442. Now 442 is pretty close to 475. And they said that this thing is pretty good. They said that the reviews on it are pretty good. It has a lot of torque, really down low, 1400. And it gets really good gas mileage. The 0 to 60 on this one was about 6.7. The Wrangler weighs 48.63. 15.2 in the quarter at 89. And it gets close to 30 miles per gallon on the highway. And if you don't know, there is a Jeep plug-in hybrid that they're going to be doing. It speeds up to 25 miles an hour in EV mode, which is kind of interesting. 3 to 4 miles before the engine fires up. That's okay. There's a lot of cars that can do that. But it's good. It's going the same direction. Ford was doing that with the F-150. We don't exactly know the details on that just yet, but it can definitely power all that equipment out of the back. So it's just showing you, the competition. This is the competition for the Ford Bronco. Ford Bronco looks great. This looks great. They are similar with this hard top and boxy styling, but Jeep is trying to throw off Ford's release basically with saying, hey, we're going to throw a big V8 in our Jeep and you guys have got an EcoBoost. But that's what Dodge has been doing for a while, and people still buy the Mustang even though it has a little bit smaller displacement. It sells the Mopar stuff pretty well. So the other downside to that big displacement V8, I'm not saying I wouldn't want the big V8. I'm saying I want the big V8. I would even like it if they put the Coyote in the Bronco, but I'm not hating on the 2.3 EcoBoost or the 2.7 EcoBoost. I think it's still going to be fun and fast. But the 6.4 is not going to be super good for. It might be. I don't know. For overlanding, do you want to overland with a big 6.4? Just have cylinder deactivation, on and off technology. It's still going to be hard to get over 20 miles per gallon, whereas the 2.7 EcoBoost should be getting, high 20s, close to 30s. So, Jeep is trying to leak out information. Basically they're trying to tease while the Bronco hype is really high, and that's what they're doing. So there's been no updates on the Ford Bronco Instagram, and the updates for today on Bronco 6G, that's pretty much it. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to stay updated with the latest Ford, Mustang, Bronco, and automotive news. And if you'd like to support the channel, hit the links below, and I will catch you in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Would you rather have a Jeep Wrangler 6.4 liter, like shown here, 392, almost 500 horsepower, or would you like the Bronco? What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Catch you next video.